2011, I think. But I've been like officially on the board since 2015.
Okay. So recently, like Roboto bought the building. What was like the process of that, and like even starting like the idea of buying that?
Well, the landlord contacted us last fall and told us he was planning on selling the building. But our like lease had like a clause where like we got like first dibs basically. So there's an art gallery upstairs, Bunker Project. They are a nonprofit, so it was kind of easier to do everything through them. So they technically bought the building, but they got the loan, and then we did the fundraiser to kind of like cover the rest of it, which we got $50,000 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And how do you think that like having bought the building, having a permanent space is gonna like either like impact like Roboto or like the impact it's gonna have?
I don't think it'll change the day-to-day all that much. I think it's more just kind of like security of us being in the space.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to worry about it being stolen or anything.
Roboto also has like some community events, and it's just kind of like a general like community-based and open space for a lot of people. How do you think Roboto has like impacted or like impacts the community, I guess?
I don't know. We try to be accessible as much as we can, and just be welcoming and get the community involved as much as possible. It's more about having a community than like a scene. I've always looked at it that way. Like, it's not a music scene; it's a music community. That's what I
What does it take to upkeep like Roboto as a space? Is it a lot of effort? Or is it just like it's mostly community volunteers, right?
Yeah, it's volunteer run. We have someone whose like job is like facility manager, so they like take care of make sure things are clean, stuff like that. They just called the HVAC person to come to the events, stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's just like we're all volunteers. We're just trying to pitch in when we can.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. About how often would you say you go to Roboto?
Oh man, on like a good week, like once, twice ideally, depending on the show schedule, depending on who's coming through town, because there's tons of local bands that come through here, a lot of touring bands too, so it just all depends on the schedule. Like right now, I've probably been here 5 or 6 times just this month alone, so like I said, it all depends, but at least a couple times a month, once a week.
How do you think this space benefits the community, or how is it like benefiting you?
In terms of benefiting the community, I think it provides a space for anybody from any walk of life to come and see new bands and new genres they might not have explored before, see bands that they have friends in, give them a place to play, a place for people to hang out and make new friends. They do community events, they write letters to prisoners, they host flea markets, they do a ton of stuff for the community overall.
So yeah, and then more personally, how has Roboto impacted you? And would you say it's more positive or negative?
I honestly can't think of any like logistically feasible negatives. It's all positive, man. I've met so many great people here. I've made so many friends that I talk to on a daily basis at this point. Made friends that I've traveled across the country with to see other shows. I've met so many people in bands. I've discovered so many new bands that are not even from Pittsburgh. The bands that tour through here just stop at Roboto that I see a friend's band on the open air. I'm like, hey, I'll go see my friend, but I'm going to stay for the headliner too. And turns out they're great too. So just a lot of discovery, a lot of friendship.
What inspired you to start archiving this?
So I spent a lot of time as a kid, and even right now, just watching people's concert footage on YouTube, man. I'll type in a band I like, see footage from like the 90s when they were at their peak before I was even alive, and I'm like, man, I really wish someone was doing that right now for local bands, and like bands that would become big too. So, you know, it's effortless. You just bring a GoPro, you hook it up to the wall, you bring a phone, you turn the recorder on, mix them together in Adobe, and you have a nice bootleg to put on the internet for people to watch and enjoy for decades to come, man. So as long as like 1 or 2 people get them enjoyment out of it, I'm like, it's worth it. Yeah.
So what are some like local bands that really good to come see.
So, first and foremost, we're here tonight for the Ethan Beck Show. Ethan Beck and the Charlie Browns, top-tier band that just released a new record. They're playing here tonight. A couple other, Till Controls, Frog Legs, Wasted Space, Over the Weather. Yeah. Those are a couple. The ads. Thank you.
So nice to meet you out here on this lovely fine day.
Of course.
What's your name?
I'm Nevins.
That's so cool.
I come here a lot.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, how often do you think you come to Roboto?
Like at least once every 2 weeks. Most of the time, like at least once a week. I feel like.
How has Roboto impacted you? And do you think it has overall had like a positive or a negative effect?
Definitely positive. I came to my first show here back in February of 2023, and I've been here like 40, 50 times since. I come here all the time now. And I get to see like a ton of my favorite bands, and I've met so many cool people, like made so many friends here. And it's really, really cool seeing you.
Along with that last question, what has the community done for you? Have you felt welcomed by the community?
Definitely. I've made like a bunch of friends. Everyone here, everyone like that you see around shows regularly is super friendly and like super fun to talk to. And just like about like music and like anything like that. Most often, like music. I just start chatting with people about the music we like, and like just like to say hi to people at shows. It's fun. You can make a lot of friends.
Do you have a favorite memory of Roboto?
Favorite memory? Oh, let me think for a second. Everyone stands out in like its own way, but some of the ones that come to memory instantly are the Home is Where show. That was with Short Fictions and My Medica. That one was announced like 4 days in advance, and tickets were only $10 at door, no online sales, and the place was like completely packed. It was like full room for that. That was a highlight. That was an amazing show. Also, Your Arms Are My Cocoon later that month, and Michael Sarah Palin also in that same month. Those were all fantastic. Ogbert the Nerd last year on my birthday. That was a really fun one. Every show that Wasted Space plays is always really fun. One of my favorite locals to catch here.
How do you think this space benefits the community?
And it's a fantastic spot. It gives like kids a place to enjoy music, like me and you.
Whoa!
But it's an all ages, like community volunteer run, sober space, which is like you don't find that many like DIY venues like this around the place. And I'm glad we have one right here, like within like 10 minutes of my house.
What's your favorite local band?
Favorite local band? Okay. Short Fictions whenever they play here, but also Wasted Space is on a lot of bills here, and they're so fun to catch every time. Also Hot Dog Water, Frog Legs are amazing, Tilt Controls, and a lot more that I can't remember right off the top of my head, but those are like the big three. The show I'm like most excited for coming up is on my birthday actually this year. It's Cheem, Michael Sarah Palin, Callie Cousins, and Kerosene Heights. That's like some of my favorite bands. Get to the gig, June 26th, okay?
Yeah, I think that's...
Well, I hope you get at least a seat.